See how you all feel out there? I'm just going to be practicing. I got my little electronic guitar tuner to tune. Okay. West Virginia, where can it go? Pennsylvania, walking down the road to nowhere land. Stephanie Smith, she is not a myth, walking down the road to nowhere land. Where can it go? Pennsylvania, walking down the road, road, road to nowhere land. Stephanie Smith, she is not a myth, walking down the road to nowhere land. One makes a hero, one makes an activist. Okay, what's everyone else doing? I'm just going to practice my scales. And A. Okay, here's my little thing. You can play one string at a time. What is your name, Sue? What is your name? See, how does that go? What is your name, Angie? What is your name, Paula? What is your name, Jeremy Curd? Ah, what is your name, Angie? What is your name, Paula? What is your name, Jeremy Curtin? One night in the bar, one night in the bar, and we stared at each other. When the night is love at first sight. What is your name, NJ? What night is your name, Paula? What is your name, Jeremy Curd? In the club one evening, we gazed at each other. It was love at first. It was love. It was love at. It was love at first sight that night. What is your name, Angie? What is your name, Paula? What is your name, Jeremy Curd? Good to see you, Ponsome Adventures. Papa Perk. It's the Joni Portwood Saturday Show. Yay! Hello. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'm just learning. I'm a beginning guitar player. I'm not some kind of a Jimi Hendrix or Joan Baez. I'm just learning. Just learning. What kind of music does it sound like when I do finally get my act together with music? Tell me what kind of music it would sound like when I do get better off. I'm just starting out, but I want to know what it will sound like. What is your name, Monche? What is your name, Paula? What is your name, Jeremy Curd? One night in the club one evening, we gazed at each other. Yours it was love at first sight. What is your name, Angie? What is your name, Paula? What is your name, Jeremy Curd? Talk to myself at night. It was a big fight. You better listen to what I say. I am not gonna be that way. Yeah. Please practice more before doing this live. Practice a lot. First, yeah. Okay, I don't need your shit, VMAC, okay? If you don't like to watch, you don't have to come here. I'm just goofing and trying to practice. It's content, you know? Watching me learn to practice is content. Quality content. This is the ballad of the boy. There was a man named B.O. Yes, in mind. Chance to see things blazed in the desert. Sing better, wow. I can sing, but can't play an instrument. Hello, keep up the good work. Good night. Thank you. Betty Bunn, how are you? Blazed in the desert, good to see you. Yes, good to see you, Betty Bunn. Okay. You know, the caged system. Working on the caged system. I'm not the best, I'm just. The two ones that I have trouble with are the B chord and the um, B chord and the F chord. B and the F is frustration of my fingers. I have short fingers. one thing ahead of my mind, you know, personalities, people, you know. Everybody has the freedom of will, you know. Everybody has freedom of choice in life. You know, I may have anxiety problems and panic disorder and things like that. But, you know, I still have the freedom of choice in life. I still have a will. I still have willpower. I have the ability to choose to enact a decision and do it. That's what matters. You know. Hello, Flower Power. Who are you? Yeah, hello to all the good people in here. It's only 8:53 Eastern Standard Time. You know, we all choose our path, you know. I think we have to enact our rights to choose. We need to choose to do this, choose to do that. Choose to live the way we want to do, make our decision. And we can't just blame emotional problems and panic disorder for doing something. I mean, maybe if you're completely out of your mind, if you're completely out of your mind and you've completely broke with reality, you're not responsible for your actions if you're completely broken with reality. That would be someone who has schizophrenia, that is completely, that's someone who is completely broke with reality. I think someone who's completely broken with reality, they're not responsible for their actions if they're completely broken with reality. But if you still have the ability to choose, you know, you can choose to make your decision. And that means you can't just let people intimidate you out of what you want in life, you know, too swiftly without thinking it out. That also, I need more plants inside this camper, tiny home. Well, I think of it as my tiny home, not really a camper. I mean, it's a camper, but it's a camper. This is a camper, but the video I did last night, if you can see it, I mentioned the tiny home conversion. You know, you rebuild an RV with a specific purpose. You rebuild an RV with a specific purpose of living in it. That's your specific purpose, rebuilding the RV with a specific purpose of being lived in. Repaneled with residential grade paneling. You know, storage shelves throughout everywhere. Residential grade upholstery, residential grade flooring. You know, eventually getting rid of this refrigerator, RV refrigerator. Put a climbing vine type plant on this shelf you made and train the branches. That's a great idea. I'm going to plan on doing a lot more skylights in here. I'm going to have less windows. If I put new siding on this camper, I'm going to have less windows on the outside of it and have more skylights. So when I'm boondocking, people won't see the lights in the camper. It's going to have skylights because the vines you're talking about are going to grow up toward the ceiling, toward the light. I've seen a lot of box truck conversions like that. You know, just have less windows. Well, yeah, upon some adventures, I'm thinking about eventually getting rid of this rooftop AC and getting a window unit because the window units are so much cheaper to replace. This thing is expensive to replace, super expensive to replace this kind of an air conditioner. What I want to do maybe is get a window unit that would work just as well and find a place to put it to where it looks tactful and put a giant skylight in the ceiling. A big skylight there where the air conditioner was, just a really big skylight. And put a window unit somewhere. Yeah, you can, but also I got the door there, and I got this window here. This little porthole that opens. This is my pass through to the cab. Yeah, Pathos and Boston Ivy. That's all I do on some adventures. That's what I'm going to do. That's my pass through. If you noticed before, that's to open that up. When I got this on the truck, I can crawl from the camper to the truck. They have a window, a removable, so will wisteria. Good. I'll try those. And with skylights in here, it'll look nice. But you see, there's a removable back window for a truck you can buy. And I forgot what they call those. I'll do a video about them, but it's a removable back window that completely removes, like a snap-in back window. You can crawl right through into your pickup truck. So what I'd like to have in this whole camper is gray Venetian blinds. These are Venetian blinds. Fern's good for low light. That sounds good, Flower Power. Yeah, these are Venetian blinds. I've got the windows all out. See? They're all completely blacked out with the foam. I want Venetian blinds in the whole camper. That's a lightweight. I thought of plantation style things. What do you call this? And that's 65 degrees in here. And I just got my heater set to 65, so it heats it really well. So, I just have the heater on low. I think it's like maybe 30-something degrees outside, so that's the whole point to it is Venetian blinds on the windows is going to look nice. Gray Venetian blinds, you know. Maybe these upper cabinets here, paint these cream color just like this over here, but just throwing out ideas. A skylight in the ceiling with the ivy growing up. It's going to look real pretty. Yeah. Basically the concept that it's not really, well, maybe I could keep the windows, but you know, I do not like closed in blinds are good, yeah. But just making something high end, building something nice and high end, you know, it's not the quantity of space you live in, but or stay in, or travel in. It's the quality of the space you stay in. You know, it's not the quantity of the space; it's the quality of the space. So that's important to realize. It's the quality, not the quantity of the space you're in. Yeah. More important than anything else. Well, yeah, but also the aesthetics of old Venetian blinds, gray ones, black or gray Venetian blinds. It's just the light filtering through the Venetian blinds. It just has this very 80s look to it. You know, light filtering through your Venetian blinds. It just has in the daytime, it just has a very, you know, kind of retro kind of feel to it with your light filtering through your Venetian blinds. And so, and eventually I'm thinking of raising the cab over, the roof and the cab over so you can sit up in there. I don't know for sure, but I've got a set deck up in there. You know, people that do live streams have good sayings and stuff. They make good comments on their live streams, people do. And, you know, people make good comments on their live streams. Listen to this crap right here. See, people make good comment, good, good content on the channels. And I record it. So I could put these up, some of these old streams up if I really wanted to. Okay, and I've got a DVD player in here. I also play DVDs. Okay, there's my stereo.
Well, thank you, Low Frequency. I try to be nice to everybody. For already 5.
I record it, you know. I record people's comments on their channels. If somebody says something really nice, you know, that inspires me, I just take it and hook it up to my computer and I record it. So that's what I thought I'd share with you guys. Yeah. Pretty weird. I'm a weird person. What do you think of that? Oh, you having them in the whole house, Flower Power? How do you clean them? These right here need to be cleaned really bad. These came new with a camper, I believe. And just to focus on your life, you know. Get your life on other people. Get your eyes off of other people, you know. That's what I need to think about doing. You see. Where my name Charlie. Jeremy and Kurt. Yeah, 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 yeah. You see. No disc. Show you my DVD player. Woo. Whomp. Oh, lay a hand or paper towels under the window. Spray down with Windex, then wipe with paper towels. Turn blinds other side. Oh, repeat. That sounds really good. Okay, this is a Family Guy DVD. Okay, it's a Family Guy DVD. See? This is a Chinese car stereo. Chinese car stereo. $54 on eBay. And people, you can go online and you can buy a big box of DVDs. Big box of DVD player car stereos. And it's just a single DIN car stereo. Some of them have a flip-up screen, but you see, my cables go down there and they're hooked right to the television, so this car stereo just plays my DVDs for me. And I've got a remote for it. $54 DVD. And you can trust these Chinese products. Cheap Chinese products are pretty good. As good as anything else, you know. So, I have 13 windows. And I can't, you know, I have not taken down to clean. Oh, okay. Now, I muted this thing so I won't get copywritten. You know, that's what's important. So I love Family Guy, you know. I love Family Guy. It's so funny and crazy. So I got my DVDs up in here. You know, Seinfeld and Family Guy. Got my model of my camper here. See, that's what I'm talking about, my Family Guy. I just read an article. Yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. And these products aren't perfect, you know, these Chinese products. But it's decent, you know, because any other car stereo would have been over $100 for a car stereo. A car stereo for camper, you know, that plays DVDs, you know. Instead of all this modern, you know, technical stuff that takes up so much space. I'm in a truck camper. I'm in a tiny RV, you know. I need something small, you know, and something like this. It plays DVDs. You know, I've got my speakers built in there. See, that's a speaker there. I've got one on the other side. And when I get more money, I'm going to move this light over and I'm going to put a speaker here. And then I'm going to put a speaker on the other side where this one is. You see, there's a speaker here too. See, there's a speaker there. And I'm going to put a speaker over there too. So it's wired. The wires are running into the cabinets. Over here and over here. The wires are already prepped and pre-ran. All I have to do is drill the holes and put the speakers in and hook them up. Okay. Everything's built in, compact. Yes. So that's what I heard there was music over there. Hey there, Jesse Scott. How are you? It's just to focus on keeping your life. Keeping my problem in my life is I focus on people around me. Problems and stuff. And if I get overwhelmed by problems, I can start learning to focus on myself. Focusing on my own life and thinking about living my own life. That's important to me. It's just thinking about living my life. Focusing on my life, doing what I want to do. Focusing on doing what I want to do in life. Reading books. You know, hey, Jesse Scott. Yeah, this book is called The Stranger in the Woods. You know, The Extraordinary Story of the Last True Hermit. Now, Michael Finkel, this guy was 20 years old. He left his job and everything in 1986, 20 years old, walked into the woods. He stole from camps and he lived in the woods for 27 years. And he was finally caught, but I don't admire him for stealing. I admire him for being a hermit, you know? You didn't want the drama of the world? There's a drawing of his campsite. Northern Maine, where street life lives. That's where Christopher Thomas Knight lived. Michael Finkel. Excellent book. I'm in the process of writing it. Of reading it. I guess in my life, it's all about enjoying life, you know? It's about, here's a book about tiny houses. Tiny Houses by Lester Walker. Here's selections from Walden. Henry David Thoreau, Walden. On Walden Pond. So I'm going to get more of these kinds of books too. And this is about a guy who crossed the ocean on a boat by himself. So stuff like this is good reads, you know. Just focusing on living the rest of my life, just being happy to do what I want to do. Being nice to other people and caring about other people, but living my life to be happy, doing what I want to do. I've found in life that focus is an important thing. Keeping your focus on what's important to you. Distractions and aggravations brought about by other people or situations. That's why quitting your job can be a good thing sometimes if you need to. That's why living in an RV is good, because if you don't live in an RV, you can't quit your job. If you live in an RV, you're free to quit your job. It's about keeping your focus right with meditation. You got to keep your mind focused. It's like Zen. Zen and meditation. Zen, meditation, keeping your mind focused. If you get your mind focused on the stress and drama that people bring you, then you're going to get messed up in your mind. See, I've had a history of emotional problems. Like other people on YouTube have had emotional problems. Other people on YouTube have had emotional problems too. And I just have a history of emotional problems too, like other people on YouTube. A lot of people on YouTube have a history of emotional problems. And I'm no different. I've had a history of emotional problems myself. So, that's what I've had. I was on Tasha's channel and Tasha said, you don't need to work. People have kicked you in the head all your life, I'm tired of people kicking me in the head. And I want to stay focused and being happy. What time I've got left in Zen and meditation and focus and focusing on what I want to do with my life. I'm thinking about doing Uber. Yeah, that's what I want to do, Flower Power. Just be a hermit and paint my pictures and do stuff to me. Every time, there are good people on YouTube. These teeth up here on the top, water gets in there and it's in the gums. I want to put a bubble dome in this bathroom. A bubble dome. I made this little curtain rod here. I have this. Oh yeah, Midwest is beautiful, Flower Power. See, I fixed this. This is extra clothes hanging space. Get a miniature washing machine, put it in here. I don't need to use this. This is my guard. What this does is protect my battery vent hose. It protects my battery vent hose. It's all sealed up and everything, so water can't run into my battery box. See, I've got my toilet paper roll. Got a place to hang a curtain. But you see, this is a place to hang extra clothes up in the bathroom. That's why I put that curtain right there. See, I'll show you. See? Removable. I made that. Put that in there. Okay, just a removable curtain rod. And I don't care about weather, I just care about psychological relaxation. Staying away from, being able to get away from stuff when I want to. I'm thinking about Grubhub, doing Grubhub and stuff like that. See, this is a closet here, but you can take this board. You see this? You can put this board across there and make 2 shelves. And put your clothes in the bathroom. See, those are the options you have. Extra storage, like in Marshall, Elvis Travels' van. When I did his van, I need to make a new door to go on here because this one I didn't do a very good job. A bigger, it's a little too small, this one is. So I made that door, and so that compartment wasn't even there. I added the compartment, and so Made a door for it. Yeah. So I'm going to put a curtain right along here. A curtain right here that's going to be a thin curtain. Like a curtain rod like that. And so it'll separate the foyer. It's this area from about here across. So from here across over, it'll be wood over here to the curtain. And then that'll be my foyer. So if I have the door open in the summer out on the streets, people can open the door, but they can't look in at me because the curtain will be like a really net curtain. It's made like a net. Oh, thank you, Flower Power. Yeah. I want this to be as much like a tiny house as possible. Less like a camper, more like a tiny house. And I'm coming up with ways that I'm going to be able to put my wood siding on this camper. The wood siding on it. So it will be a tiny house, technically, in a way. Still a truck camper. Blah, 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 blah. It's important that we focus on keeping our minds focused on what's important to us and on ourselves. Living life and doing what we want to do. That's important. It's important just to focus on doing what you want to do. You know. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put porch lights on all 3 of the sides of the camper. You see, I'm going to put a porch light on this other side over here. A porch light on the front too. So I'll have porch lights all the way around this camper on all 4 sides of it. So I really want my porch light and a deck on the roof, patio on the roof. So I'll have my patio on the roof and everything. Just to focus, you know. Zen, meditation. I'm just working on ideas for my deck on the roof. I've heard other people that have had tiny houses and campers that have worked to put decks on the roofs of their campers and their tiny homes. You know? So that's what I'm working on now, is thinking about the way of a deck on the roof. So if you're boondocking in a parking lot or in a bad neighborhood, you know, you're not safe on the streets barbecuing. I don't think I could stand in a parking lot like Gerald and barbecue in a Walmart parking lot. But I can have a deck on the roof of my camper in Walmart parking lot. And I can barbecue on the roof of my camper and my deck on the roof. Go up on the roof on my deck and barbecue and I'll be safer. Nobody can just walk up to me and grab a hamburger, you know. Nobody can just walk up to me and grab a burger. Because I'll be on the roof of the camper. So, you know, thinking about stuff like this, RVing and tiny homes and all this, you know, I think about everything. Can you live in this tiny, tiny space? That's an idea I've kicked around. Can I live in this tiny space? Yeah. Can I live in this tiny space? I'm working on it just to make it as possible as possible. Can I live in this tiny space? To make it more possible to do such things. Darn. Whew. Yeah. Basically, there was I'm going to try to make my, on my, do you think you will have warmer places? I do, maybe, but I really don't have to, because it's just going to cost more money for propane, but it actually ain't that bad. The weather in Kentucky is not actually too bad. So, Kentucky's actually not too awful bad. I mean, the camper, I'll have to run my furnace more, but the option of having a warm camper is you can stay wherever you want to, you know. You can go north. Uh-oh. My phone, my computer died. It died on me. So, make it mine, James. I love you. My 4-legged person. It's beautiful. Pretty princess. I need to see if Miley could handle a camper. But I might head to Wondrous Places. Oh, yeah, I understand Flower Power. It takes, I guess, different people learn different things with fixing things. I'm going to go ahead and let's see. Okay. Okay, I have the heater in the camper on low. I have the camper heater on low. It's turned down low. It says it's 51 degrees outside, so that's a good thing. Pretty warm outside. It's not too cold outside right now. I don't even need the heater on out there. RV Living. Here's David. Here's the Milton John. You know, I like to watch Milton John. I think I'm going to turn you guys. I don't want to be a traitor, you know. Nebraska is cold. I mentioned Flower Power. I mentioned that Nebraska is really, really cold. So, yeah, I imagine it's really cold. Really, woo. In South Dakota, too. It says here police opened fire during Rotterdam riot over COVID. So stuff's going on. Stuff's really hitting the fan, isn't it, you know? Timothy Ward. Timothy Ward, this channel, Timothy Ward, you know, he talks about the ideas like Bob Wells and stuff. He talks about a lot of these kinds of things, you know, so I'm not going to get his content, and this is Timothy Ward here. Timothy Ward's channel. He talks about a lot of this stuff that I'm talking about. Bob Wells talking about freedom, you know. This is just an overview of things of your Bob Wells, of, you know, just an overview. I've been watching him a little bit. You know, this Timothy Ward guy. You know. That's my point. So, watching Carolyn, right, blah, 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 blah. No, God bless you. Stop that. My phone machine is aggravating me to death. Shoot. I'm going to have to get rid of that because it's messing me up. I have lived all over the place in Nebraska. They talk of snow in feet, not inches. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm going to get out of here and watch Milton John. So I'll see you guys. Speckled Pup, how are you? No, I don't think my mom can come with me in the truck camper. And she has a hard time getting around as much. I'd have to sell my camper and get a bigger rig if my mom's going to come with me. Thank you, Flower Power. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Nice to see you, Speckled Pup. Nice to see you in the house tonight. I'm going to get off here and watch a little bit of Milton John. So if you want to join me over there or wherever else I might drift into. I can see RV Davey still on. So I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you so much for coming in here. Talking to me. I'll see you on where the sun doesn't shine. Bye.